Clare's actions are completely unacceptable.
And a new teaser for The Bachelorette reveals Clare Crawley's contestants don't want to spend time with her, and we're breaking down all the latest drama. Hey guys, welcome back to another shared news from home. We of course have some Bachelorette drama to unpack, but before we get into it, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future updates. As always, I'm your host, Fiona Zaring, and I'm joined by the wonderful Gabby Gonta.
Thanks so much. Let's get into it.
Yes, so Gabby, I am dying to know your reaction, just in general, to there already being this much drama week 2. Were you expecting this?
This is The Bachelorette. Of course, I was expecting this. It's very exciting. I think this new promo trailer that we're going to get into it just proves more about why this season is completely different than the other ones. So I'm excited for all the drama to unfold on Tuesday.
So well said. I totally agree. Let's dive right in and start breaking it down. There really is a lot to unpack in just, I think it's literally 30 seconds, you guys, but they jammed it full of so many clues. So first things first, it looks like there's going to be quite an interesting date activity. Seems like there's going to be some sort of stripped dodgeball situation. Let's take a look.
Tuesday, The Bachelorette's back, and we've never been quite this excited.
Claire, how's the view over there?
I mean,
I like the
there's not much
terminology
to
used.
yeah, I mean, there's not much to say other than like it looks pretty wild. What do you like when they do these really gimmicky dates, or do you prefer the like one-on-one?
I think these are fun. I think it's always a chance to show these guys' personality a lot more. And I think, that's what she needs to see right now on these big group dates. And
Totally.
Yeah, this is really fun. I mean, this is still a reality show. So I think they're playing to us, the viewers, a little bit with, a date like this, a strip dodgeball, but it looks really fun.
It does. It looks totally crazy. Separate from the dodgeball spectacle, we of course are getting even more glimpses of Clare and Dale falling for each other really hard, really fast. Let's see what they gave us in this teaser.
Claire's intentions are very clear.
Dale just made everything else disappear.
I mean, the statements she makes are what kills me. Like, she is so head over heels. What are your general thoughts on this love story in 12 days, unfolding so fast?
Yeah, I think what's unique about The Bachelorette as opposed to The Bachelor is I think women, we just have such great intuition about things. And, besides the fact of her, looking them up or knowing ahead of time or any of that, I think women do have good intuition. We can feel, someone's chemistry, or if you get along really well, really fast. So I think she really just, like she's said, had her sights on him from the beginning. And so just every time they get to hang out, she's just more and more excited. And so it totally makes sense that, she's kind of obsessed with him.
Oh my gosh. Well, Chris, so we know Chris loves to stir the pot, and she obviously revealed night 1. We all saw her say she feels like she met her husband. And this next moment, I feel like with everything they've teased to come, could be really telling, because Chris just goes ahead and reveals that information to all of the guys. Let's take a look.
He said, my husband is in this room.
Okay, so Dale's obviously beaming. What are your thoughts on, was that him throwing her under the bus? Was that just Chris being Chris? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that he said that to get the guys excited or, riled up, thinking, that they all probably think it's them. Right here, we're seeing Dale very, excited. He probably knows it's him, but the other guys probably think it's them too. So I think that's why they might, get a little upset at the end of this episode when they realize maybe it's not them.
Right. Maybe things are a little more figured out in Clare's head than they were hoping at this stage of the game.
Yes. Bachelor Nation noticed Yosef in last week's episode might be our villain this season, and in this promo, he totally calls out Clare. Let's check it out.
Clare's actions are completely unacceptable.
Completely
Ooh.
unacceptable. And yeah, what do you think about Yosef right now? He's already a little bit of the bad boy, and now he's, you know, a little skeptical about Clare's actions.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I think that Bachelor Nation fans are really good at figuring out like what the producers are feeding us. They're giving us little clues, but at this point we know what we're looking for. And night one, he looked like he might be a popstar. He might be our villain. He might cause some trouble. And I mean, right off the bat, our next clip, it looks like he's definitely continuing to trend in that role. So I'm a little afraid of Yosef. I feel like he's gonna really cause some drama.
Yes, if you look at this picture right here, you can see from his interview that, you know, we sort of put these photos together and you can tell that he's kind of the shady one in the back of this promo. You know, we did our little detective work here, and we can see that he's one of the guys that is upset, you know, storming out, and possibly even the one who said in one of the earlier promos, you know, calling out Clare for her age and doing all of that. So he really might be the one that either starts everything, causes everything to go awry, or, you know, just puts everything flat on its face. So we're going to see what Yosef has to do with all of this drama this week.
Absolutely. I mean, at the very least, I feel like this like still of him compared to what we've seen in the other trailers, like at the very least, we know he's one of the guys that gets Clare like very upset. I feel like we can connect those dots. So I'm very, very interested to see what he does.
Yes. A lot of the other guys have also been expressing their concerns about Clare and Dalton seem to be storming out in this next clip.
Now, this season's future.
We want this.
Yes, so they want fair and square. Basically, it seems like Clare is giving all of her attention to Dale, and the guys are not happy about it. So, Fiona, what do you think? Do you think this is just pure jealousy of wanting to spend more time with her, and she's not really available? Or how do you think the guys are feeling right now?
You know, I think that like as much as I love Clare, I want to root for Clare, I want to see her find love, I'm totally like on her side and excited about her. I think there's something to be said about, we all know something big is coming, and it seems like Clare and Dale may have played a role in creating some of the drama. You know, if she really was not giving the process a fair shot, not giving what, you know, this guy's opinion fair and square time, or giving the other contestants even a chance to prove themselves, I could totally see these guys who have like not only put their life on hold, but are like living in the most extreme version of a bubble. Because aside from the COVID of it all, we know they don't have their phones, we know they can barely watch TV. Like, if this girl that you've put everything on hold for is like done and dusted day 2, I could see them being pretty upset. And I feel like, obviously we want Clare to find love, so I'm not rooting against her having found the love of her life this quick, but I do feel like it, in the world of the show, I feel as though they are sort of validated in their anger. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, you know, we saw in the first episode with them quarantining and spending so many days alone and all the COVID tests, there was just another level of, you know, anxiety and just steps they had to take to get ready to see Clare, that, you know, their expectations and their just excitement for this whole journey to go perfectly is through the roof. And if it's not, then they could easily get pretty upset pretty fast. So I definitely agree with you on that. Now, we know Clare has made it clear she's not going to stand for any nonsense, and it looks like she confronts the guys.
Does anybody want to spend time with me?
Unclaire.
Aw, sad. But she doubles down and makes it clear she's not playing any games.
If you guys all want to hang out with each other, you can do that, and I can go home and go to bed.
Oh, yep. So it's heating up. It looks a lot different than regular seasons. Again, like I said, because normally, you know, the contestants are always saying, I'm not here to make friends. I'm only here to date, you know, the Bachelor or Bachelorette. And it's kind of the opposite now. They're like all buddy-buddy and not even wanting to spend time with Clare. So why do you think it's kind of turned tables this season?
Well, I mean, it's clear that emotions, tensions, everything is like running so high. Like, I feel like they're in such a pressure cooker. And it seems as though this early on for the men to have like bounded together and been like, we're not even hanging out with her. Like that is crazy to me. We have never seen anything like that. Usually at this stage of the game, they're like clawing over each other for more time with Clare or whoever the Bachelorette is. So I feel like something big must have happened. Like there's going to be some sort of moment in this episode that really sets the course of events in a very specific direction, because I just can't imagine that these guys would be, I mean, it looks like they're like in a group argument. I can't imagine you're going to start arguing or stomping your feet at the woman whose heart you're trying to win over this early in the game. If you're not really, you know, your mind isn't made up with like how you feel, how these choices are going to affect your future. I don't know. It just seems like quite a display of behavior. And yeah, I mean, I think you said it best. It's just not something we're used to seeing. This is not typically what we're looking forward to seeing play out week 2.
I know it seems like we're already in week 5 or something at this point, but it's really not. We still have just the second episode to come up. So I think it's going to be a totally different season than we've seen before. And, you know, this might actually confirm the fact that maybe Clare isn't the one who quit, but maybe it was the guys that walked away or, you know, drove this whole thing to an end once she just displayed so much affection for Dale so early. But I'm excited to see what exactly happens on Tuesday night.
Same. So I would say if we're going to like wrap this up into final thoughts and predictions through our detective work that we have just done breaking down this trailer, we think major drama is coming. We think, you know, maybe Clare and Dale are guilty of some, I'm going to use the word unfair. Like maybe their actions are a little unfair this week. And we might see the guys be the ones that really set us on a course to getting our new Bachelorette, Tayshia. You know, maybe it's less Clare and more of them. She's been doubling down in all of the interviews she's done, saying that she didn't quit. Of course, she could be lying, but it's definitely an interesting theory. Another like version of events is sort of starting to present itself. Of course, it could be all some brilliant puppet mastering from the producers. They ultimately are geniuses. So we'll just have to wait and see. You guys, that is everything we have to share with you. So we want to know, you know, do you think it's possibly the guys that really drive this season to come to an early end? Do you think that Clare and Dale are falling too hard, too fast? You know, let us know all of your thoughts and feelings down in the comments. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell because we will be back talking all things Bachelor. As always, I'm your host, Fiona Zaring. You can follow me on socials at Fiona Zaring. And Gabby, where could they find you?
You can follow me at Gabby Gonta.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.